Welcome to the Kinkazoid Podcast, where you get some education on your form of stimulation. With your hosts, Royal, Chase, and Trey Proper. Buckle your seatbelts because it's going to be a wild ride. Let's get kinky.
Welcome. Greetings and salutations to another wonderful episode of Kinkazoids. It's your boy Trey Proper. And ladies, if you will, go ahead and introduce yourselves, all that good stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make that face. I had a whole sound issue over here. But what's up, y'all? It's your girl Royal. No tagline necessary. Just recognize she's a queen.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl Chase. See, Hayes, no matter how you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
All right. Make sure you guys are liking the video on your way in. Drop them likes, share it for any other kink-minded individuals or people who just want to have conversations about relationship shit. And let's get right into it. We have our
position of the week first.
Position of the week. Yes. Crap. As always, your boy Trey Proper is disorganized and unruly. All right. First position. Only the position of the week. Say what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
What happened?
This one is called the socket. Benefits. Basically, the socket is an inverted reverse cowgirl. Looks like it's a nice position to fantasize a little and get a new view of your partner's behind. It's a chance to get absorbed in the sensations. From the reverse cowgirl, have them bend all the way forward, extending their legs all the way back. They should be supporting your body by the partner on the bottom should be supporting your body by resting on their elbows as if they're holding a plank. So, yeah. Thoughts? Is it for you or is it ain't for you?
I mean, if I can get into it, that's fine. I've done the reverse cowgirl with the lean forward a little bit because he wanted to, get a good visual going and stuff. So, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Okay.
Listen, if I can get into the position, I'm gonna do it. That's pretty much it.
So this one passes the BBW test.
I guess so.
If I can fit, then I can sit. Like that's always what I said. But
not much I can do because my mic is it's not giving what it's supposed to give. My mic ain't micing right now, so I'm sorry, y'all.
Can you move it closer to you? Can you move is it a freestanding microphone or is it your computer microphone?
It's my computer mic. The freestanding one is like, so, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so it sounds like
it sits. I mean, it's like I said, like Royal. I've definitely done reverse cowgirl in my younger days. With the leaning forward and holding on to the legs to support. So I think it'll be fine. I don't see any issues with it.
Okay. Finally, I got a good one for y'all. I'm happy. Got no complaints about it. All right. Yeah, it's a go for me. The hell did I just tune into? C Wage. Welcome to Kinkazoids, where we talk about sex and relationships live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you have anything to contribute to the conversation, please drop it in the comments. And we welcome you to be here.
Right.
Make sure you like us on the way in.
Can y'all hear me? Is this good? Volume's good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they'll tell us.
All right. So so I guess we hopping right into the toy of the week then?
Yes, real quick. Let's see. Weekend Herb is in the building and Genocide Circus to turn it up.
Hi y'all. I ain't seen Herb in a minute. Hey Herb.
That's because you don't be watching Blurs and Whiskey.
I mean, I haven't seen him in person. I'm not gonna lie and say I watched the show today, but I haven't seen Herb in person either. So.
Like us no more. He doesn't like the Kinkazoid podcast. It's cool.
Herb don't love us the way
in a while or nothing, so it's cool.
Right. I ain't seen him. It's all good though. It's all right. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and hop into this toy of the week. So the toy of the week is the Gawk 3000, and yes, it lives up to the name in my opinion. I don't have the appendage that this toy is required for, so I can't really do too much. But it has the.
Is that a lifesaver?
So It has a 360 rotation. I mean, it's giving sensation. It's constant sensation, and it's giving what it's supposed to give is the suck and the twist motion. That's what it's supposed to give. So, um, from what I see, and I'll drop a video in
Discord.
our Discord for context,
Hmm.
so you guys can actually see what see the toy in action, pretty much. But yeah, I mean this is what it's given. Unstoppable orgasm is what it says. So
Uh, okay.
I
Not
be
the
trying to look out.
unstoppable.
Listen, I be trying to look out for the men. Okay, it says in the picture. The picture says that yeah, you'll be feeling like you're being hollowed out. So I don't know what that means for y'all, but
Wait a minute.
Empty,
Drained?
emptied out,
I'm thinking
emptied
that it's
out,
giving, huh?
emptied out. That's
Yeah,
what it
like
sounds
emptied
like.
out. Like I think it's giving a new definition for soul sucking. That's what I think it's giving. So you know,
Yeah.
Trey, is it a
Uh,
no? Is it a no for you?
I'm
Yeah.
definitely intrigued with this one. I'm definitely looking at it like, huh. Herb says, "Take my money." So does it self lubricate? That's kind of important to me because when you got to stop using something and then add your own lubricant to it and go back to it,
I
it gets a little
haven't
like I just
seen
wanted to.
I haven't seen that it self lubricates. However, again, I'll drop the video that I saw, and it looks like the lubrication is the gift that keeps on giving because it's giving saliva. That's what it's giving. So, I
I
mean,
gotta watch this video. I
yeah,
gotta
but
watch.
you
I'm
gotta watch
reserving.
it. Say that again.
Are there toys that self lubricate?
I don't know. I've never seen a self lubricating toy, but I don't. Again, I don't have the appendage
I
that
feel like that
requires.
would look like a Swiffer, like a Swiffer jet. Like, like you gotta put the bottle
Not
upside down and
not the
it like
super jet.
releases, on certain demands or certain clicks, then it releases more lubrication.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm,
mean, I don't know because I haven't purchased a masturbator as of yet. Angela's usually good to go, so that's usually all I need. That and some coconut oil. But I don't know if there are some out there. Drop some links in the Discord if you know of any off the top of your head that we can explore and experiment with. But I mean, it's right now it's looking like it's going to be a 7 out of 10. But because
mm.
that continual motion, I don't know if it's going to cause me to be desensitized to regular head. But if it's just if it goes back and forth and it oscillates back and forth, then it simulates that whole twisting motion.
It spins the
Well,
whole
if,
time, what I'm
It
understanding.
just
if
spins
this
in one
one-
direction the whole time. Nah, I'm again. All right, it just dropped down to a 5 out of 10 for me.
Again, I'm gonna post the video
Crazy.
now. I'm gonna post the video. I'm about to post it right now. Hold on. Give me a
That'd be
second.
crazy if like a toy came with a tongue so you could just slap your meat on it. Because I know like a lot of men like to slap their meat on some tongue. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Anyway,
Not you having flashbacks.
always, always. We kink minded over here. I mean, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. You dropping the video now?
I'm about to drop it. Yeah. Look, you
Okay.
see me. You see me working on it. Give me a sec. Give me
I see your face. I can't see what you're doing. But anyway,
a sec.
all right.
I gotta.
So, Trevor,
So
is that something that you would want, like, for future any person that makes any type of sexual toys, is to come up with a concept that it does self lubrication,
yeah,
or
absolutely.
even if it's like you adding like droplets into the machine?
I'd rather for it to self lubricate, as it goes. Because, well, for me personally, I like sloppy. I don't want you to be all pretty with it. No, no, no. If it's supposed to be simulating head, get sloppy with it. You should be having the
Mhm.
shit running down your chin.
Okay, I want to live react right now. So go ahead to the kinky link because I
Dear
posted the
God.
video. So I want to live react.
Okay.
Again, the lubrication is giving saliva. So I mean,
It's opening up now. Let's see.
Stay here and watch Trey's reaction. Don't go into Discord now. Let's watch Trey's reaction of watching this.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
And there's
mm-hmm.
that.
There
Okay.
it
And
is.
All right.
There it
But
is.
what's throwing me off? It's just rotating. Like I need back and you gotta go back and forth like a real mouth. This I'm put my dick into a wet turbine, basically. Like, okay, that would probably feel amazing. However, then they using soap. They use that soap.
Is that soap? I don't know what it
It's
is.
soap. I mean, it's given the simulation of somebody who's really gawking on it. C-Wage on Twitch says, sticking your dick into a car wash. Yes. Yes. Man, if I have to put drops into anything, that's going to kill the mood. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I'm almost there.
I mean, but it's a
Yeah.
masturbator. So I mean, of course, it's your this is self work. You know what I mean? You don't. It's not with a partner. So I mean, if you can find something that's going to supposedly give you the same stimulation that getting head would give you, then you could
Mhm.
do that without a partner if you don't have a partner. So I
The
feel like
but the
that might
point
be a
the
win-win.
but the point of a masturbator is to simulate
Mhm.
real the real thing. And no girl short of me strapping her to a ceiling fan and sitting underneath her while she spins around and gets fucking vertigo, like that's not going to really happen. I
So
mean,
you
I'm
would
pretty sure.
prefer the back and forth.
Yes, I mean it's just I don't I don't want to become desensitized to the real thing. B, it's not possible unless she's a fucking robot, which may happen in the next 20 years, that she can just continuously go in a counterclockwise or clockwise motion, go back and forth, oscillate back and forth. But that's my preference. Yeah, can't hear you, homie.
Oh, he said it does
So maybe
oscillate back
it's
and
like
forth. It
maybe if it
oscillates back
was like
and
a
forth.
sensor and a bounce, like if it was like a down, up to the
Oh, that'd be
side,
amazing.
Wait,
like
That,
if it did like a half rotation, I think that would be a lot better because that's actual realistic.
mm-hmm.
When it comes to fellatio, it's just like obviously you're not gonna rim around the whole entire head, but like giving some form of like up and down oscillation.
right, but here's the
Yes.
thing. So the up and down motion, of course, has to come from you. But if you look at the whole video, and this is something that Hubducer just pointed out, it does oscillate back and forth. You can switch directions. So
Oh, so is it a button that I'm switching back and forth? Like, I just don't want to be taken out of the moment. That's just me. I'm using my imagination in my lonely time to get me to where I need to be. So I don't want to have too many things taking me out of the moment. It's just get as close to real as possible because
right,
clearly that's what I want. I would definitely choose the real thing over.
Sounds like you couldn't be a woman, is what it's giving me. This is
You
what it
said what?
sounds. Couldn't be a woman. That's exactly what it's given, that you can't multitask because when it comes to I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying when it comes to female sexual toys, we literally have to multitask, keep ourselves in the moment. You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Although we're regenerating our own entire liquids, we have 3 to 4 different switches and buttons on our toys. We have
Yeah,
15 different modes that we have to go through, and some of them are like 7 modes. So you have to think, oh, this feels good. Not button, not 2, not 3.
not
Okay,
three,
here's
not
4.
four. You got to
And
switch up
then,
the
and then it's
vibration
like, then
every
you
single
have to think,
time.
yes, then you have to think, okay, is mode 2 gonna get me there? Okay, I'm almost there. So I know mode 4 is gonna get me, but I'm already at mode 6. So I have to go back through 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then get there to then get me to the top. Like we have to, when we're pleasuring ourselves, we're not sitting here like, oh, this is so great. No, this is like
Mm-mm. It's
different things
constant
happen
work.
at
It's
the
constant
time
work.
to make us, and then especially when you include like any type of like dildo features or even rabbits and stuff, those are things that have different features and stuff to it too. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I understand that you're saying that you don't want to get, you personally don't want to get
Mhm.
taken out of the moment because you're like, okay, well, what if I have to add lube? Okay, well, what if I have to press a button? What do I have to? What if I just wanted to sit on my dick and just go? Like, and sometimes that's not how it works because even your
Right.
hand don't work. Because even if you put your hand on your dick, what your hand gotta do? Ba ba boom ba boom boom boom. So you still
However,
gotta do
however, for me, again, that's why I keep saying me personally. I can't speak for all the dudes out there because clearly in the comments I'm by myself. But when it comes to masturbation, every dude has a motion and a motive, not a motive, but a motion that they're used to. They have a look at the flick of the wrist. They got what's going on,
I want
and they have their
I
own
know.
rhythm.
Right.
So yeah, like everybody has their own rhythm. I'm not saying I understand, trust me, I understand how complicated it is for you guys, or at least I can empathize how complicated it is for you guys to reach nirvana on your own. So I'm not being insensitive to you guys' plight by what I'm saying. I'm just saying for me personally, I got I want some things doing, and no, it's definitely giving. I couldn't be a woman. I couldn't sit there with I got to go to the left, 3 centimeters to the left of the clip to get the sensation. No, I can't do that shit. No, I would go crazy if I was a woman. Checking the comments on YouTube. Let's see. Teffy Wonder, what's up? Teffy Wonder from the HNIC podcast. Thank you for joining us in here. She's got the eyes. Herbito's way. Look, Trey, at the end of the day, get the nut and move on. That's the point. Wouldn't be able to get there unless I know how to get me there. Don't worry about what I'm saying. Just tell us if you want to buy it or not. Just another unrealistic beauty standard for women to live up to. I don't understand that. What beauty standard? Okay.
I don't know, 'cause my head don't go in no fucking 360.
This is not
So
about
it's
the
something
standard in
about me.
general. My head don't go in 360. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
My
straight up back
tongue
and
do
forth
though.
motion.
That tongue go around that
The
head
tongue,
nice
no.
and
Listen,
smooth.
tongue
listen.
swirl. Okay. Now, if it had a tongue swirl in there that's going back, I mean, I can probably work with it.
If it
Let me tell
didn't
you.
go 360, but it had a tongue insert that kind of rummed around, that's something that makes sense. Like, I get what you're saying. Give me something that makes sense. Like when Royal brought these Dungeons and Dragons dicks on this thing a couple of weeks ago, this shit was weird, bro. The shit was weird. I was on my internet services clearing my cookies because I didn't want no one to scratch that. But like if it makes sense, that's why I think like a lot of these toys, like I get the objective behind them, but like
Mhm.
make it make sense. Like the ones that even have like what the clitoral stimulation ones that have like the tongue. You got the tongues going like no, but I'm sorry. No one's tongue is going that fast for that long. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like Trey said, you don't want to get desensitized to what the real thing actually brings because then
Right.
when you go to somebody else, it's like, oh, I could just get my toy. Yeah, you could because it's man-made and it's a robot and it can go as fast as fuck. Like, and I'm not going to do that. So, like, you don't want to get desensitized to the real thing. So I understand, but like sometimes they be going too far, and I'm like, bruh, just give me something simple, something simple. I just want something like y'all coming out here with things that just go and dag it in your pussy. I just want something that's real regular. Just give me something. Damn.
But that's the thing. Like everything
Honestly,
starts to increase over time. It starts to turn into like fucking Rubik's cubes. Like, come on now. Just
um,
get to the simple shit.
Genocide Circus, yes, you did give us three or four more sites to look at weeks ago. Honestly, if Chase is complaining about the dicks that I put up on, I previewed the last couple of weeks, she's definitely going to complain about the stuff that's on them sites. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all actually took a peek at those sites, but you talking about like real tentacle play, like real, like it looks like actual tentacles.
I,
So,
Yeah, it's just weird. Like I like, and there's one with a claw. It's a dragon claw. Like instead of like a finger for fisting, it's a claw. Like it's
mhm,
like I get like, and I'm not even talking about that because that's like a different type of kink, things that people are like into and stuff like that. So
right.
I'm just talking about the over complications when it comes to toys. Like I feel like a lot of people started off real simple, it was real cute, and then they just was like, you know what? Let's just start doing shit that don't even make sense. Like for no reason, but then make it like $300 to $500 to buy and purchase. At the end of the day, it's not walking over, dumping my nut out, spitting and self cleaning itself, right? So therefore, there's nothing really good happening for me at the end of the day with this toy because I'm still
Yeah.
mandatorily doing all the work. I still have to make sure I'm doing this for myself, stroking myself with this way. All it's doing is mechanically helping me out. No, like if you're gonna do something that's gonna make me worthwhile of spending my money on it, make it sensible and stop making these things that our hands can't fit. Like the rose is stupid. Why am I gonna be pleasing myself like this? Like what? I'm holding a rock. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb as hell. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Vito
child.
says again, why is it 60 but the rose is $30?
The rose is
Because
not
it's been
30.
made, because the rose is cheap because there's been a plethora of
Mhm.
different workshops, mechanics, people, whoever taking it and copying it over and over and over again. So
Mhm.
Right.
obviously you can find a really cheap version by an off-brand site somewhere, and then you can end up fucking yourself over instead of getting the original. So
Real quick, just a side note while I'm distracting myself. So some people know where I work, some people don't know where I work, and it's story time related to the rose. I walk into this customer's house. They have no furniture. They've got a pallet of blankets on the ground. They just moved into her apartment, so I'm not judging them for that. But they got 7 kids. All the kids are upstairs. Their bed is in their dining room. They've been there for a little bit. And I'm walking in to do this installation for the customer, and I look over, and right next to their pallet is a fucking rose just sitting there out in the open, and they just pretended like they didn't see it. Like it's, I'll post the pictures
Would you
in the
address
Discord.
would you address the elephant in the room? Like, what is the like, if you have somebody coming into your house to do installation on your security system and your role is,
Going to too much information.
"Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm sitting up here talking like it's just me and you. My bad."
Uh-huh.
Told
But
that
seriously
man
though,
COVID.
do you discuss the elephant in the room? Like,
I
do you
ignored the
like
fuck out of it. I
I
I took
wouldn't
my,
ignore listen, I wouldn't you don't say shit, I'm not saying shit. That's pretty
I was
much
just
what
like,
it is.
yeah, let me go ahead and pull up this here schedule.
I
That's
fuck
what I
around and we
did.
be in the middle of conversation and I'm just gonna kick that shit under the covers. Like, I'm not going to say anything. It's
Just
not there. It's literally
Well,
not
here's
there.
the thing. Here's the thing. I feel like we have priorities out of order here. Okay. We have 7 children in the home. You just moved in. Understandable. You're still getting furniture and things set in place and stuff.
Hmm.
That would be in the car console. Like, kids, I'm going to be right outside. Don't worry. Go
Car
outside
console.
the driveway. Go in my car. Handle my biz. Or like if I have a garage, go in the car in the garage, handle my biz, and then I go back in my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to have it on a makeshift bed that's not even in my room. Like, it's in my dining room. First of all, why is your made up bed in the dining room? Why is it in your room? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it your makeshift bed in the room? Like,
So, like, do the kids say, so it depends on the situation because you're talking about, like 7 children. It depends on what the house is looking like and all this and the other. Like, I would need more details, in order to
Hmm.
to make a determination on it. But it depending on the kids, like if you in a smaller situation and you got 7 children, the kids got the bedrooms and you sleeping in whatever room you
That's
sleep in.
what they had.
You know what I'm
and I'm
saying?
thinking that's what that is. And she'll have a good couch that turns out into a pull-out couch. That's not the
Mhm.
problem. The problem is you in your about to be eating room playing with your damn self. Go to the garage. Go somewhere. Go to the bathroom.
Was it
Like, you
just
have one.
was it a
Like,
two-parent household or was it just a mom or
Two
like?
parent household. Two
All right,
parent
so
household.
listen, you telling these grown ass people that when my kids go to bed, I can't get busy with my husband or well, baby daddy or whatever
I
in my
didn't say that.
own.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
I know
I
you're
didn't
not
say that.
saying that, but what I'm
How
saying
about
is, you said go
how
to the
about
to use the little use
we
the toy.
yeah, let's go to the garage because guess what? If this person did not come in my house, guess what was going to happen? That was going to just sit there and I was going to be absent-minded to it.
Mhm.
And what if not one of my kids go up and rub it? And what do kids love to do all the time?
Put shit in
Pop.
their mouth. God. But honestly, I will say this. I do agree with that. Okay. Because I got more kids than Miss Wayans. And I make sure I keep my shit on lock and key. Like I don't have stuff out there for them to see it.
You also have furniture. But anyway.
All right, listen, what we're not gonna do is judge this family living
They still
situation. That's
do
what we're not about to do.
they still
But
have
you
just
should
like
at least tuck it though. You should at least tuck
and
that joint
that's
under
why
the
I'm not
covers.
saying I'm not saying that she shouldn't
but
have. I'm not saying that.
put it in the car console. That's why I'm saying car console. Like, put it in your
Hmm.
car and do it. Put it somewhere, like
Put
in
it
the file
somewhere.
cabinet you can
You need to
get
have
to,
some type of
or
lockbox or
something.
something where your kids
So
cannot
if you
get.
were embarrassed, if you didn't have the awareness in your own house where you got 7 children running around with your sexual toy on the floor, I would think you'd have the awareness that you have somebody coming into your home. That your brain would go, "What?" And like try to do something. I don't know.
They never moved it. The entire day that I was there, it
The
stayed in the
whole
same
day it
spot. The
stayed
whole
there.
day. It stayed there. It
Man,
stayed there.
man, they were
I
unashamed.
just,
But see, but
yeah.
here's the thing, and this is me playing devil's advocate too. And I'm not saying that you should have your toys out there and wide in the open because that's not me. But what I'm
Hmm.
saying is, we know that children are, they're smart as hell. They're going to
Inquisitive.
find it. They're very inquisitive. They're
Hmm.
going to look for things and they're going to find it. So even if they put it away, there was a chance that the child was going to get a hold of it anyway. And that's just trying to play devil's advocate for the parents. But at the same time, yes, I do think that you should put your toys away. They need to be in a secure location because what I'm saying, like, not only even if you don't have children, not for nothing, this stuff, like, there's bacteria that gets involved. You have to keep your stuff clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's there are bacteria in
Not
the
even
air and all
in
that other
silk
stuff. So
waste. Like, sometimes they come with silk cases
they
to
come
put
with
stuff
cases. That's the whole
in.
thing. They come with cases. They come in cases. They come in boxes. They give you the tools that you need in order to be able to care for the thing properly. So use them.
After the show, I will drop the picture in the Discord so you can all see, and you can just see what the fuck I had to walk past every time I was in that room. Uh, but yeah, let's see. It looks like I guess I'm not getting all the comments. All right, fuck it. Peek behind the scenes, how I be looking at shit. All right, Sea Wage. Nice use of the word of plethora. You don't come across that word much these days. Yeah, we try. Uh, Teffy Wonder. I thought the rose was more expensive. Damn it, now they're moving as I'm reading. I thought the rose was more expensive. Her Bridges on the website it says okay, right. Yeah, we can give a fuck about the cost. The same reason swinger sites are free for women and men have to pay. Her Bridges. Uh, damn it, stop commenting. Shit.
Genocide says if by elephant in the room you mean this dick, you're welcome to discuss it. I cannot with him. Literally cannot. Oh,
Herb says, I would just be singing Guns N' Roses until they get the point. Herb, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I used to do Teffy Wonder. I used to do home health, and people who are used to having folks in their place do not care. Facts.
wow.
Facts.
Okay.
Kids 8 to 12 about to happen. Oh shit. They were from 13. I'm not giving too much information. Anyway, it was from 13 down. Yeah.
Um,
Let's see. I don't even charge my bob during the daytime, and I leave it in an unmarked box. Facts.
yeah.
Yeah, we know what a bob is. we've been over the bob
Hey,
conversation.
that's if this is for the people in the conversation who don't know. Just so.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair
Okay,
enough.
thank you.
If you don't know what a bob is, battery operated boyfriend. But yeah,
Hell.
let's go ahead and get into the rest of the show. Sorry, I sidetracked everybody with that.
No, that was a good sidetrack. That was a good conversation.
I
Right
had to talk about it. I had to fucking talk about it. But yeah, it just like when you said it, just popped in my head. Anyway,
wait. Before we even move on, quick question: have you ever been in a situation where somebody has found your bob, or for you in your case,
oh, my porn?
yeah, your
Yeah,
porn or something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. My son, little Trey Proper, I had my first apartment, I had like a box with my DVDs in it in the top of my closet. And for whatever reason, his little ass decided to go exploring. He was like, Dad, what's this?
Mm.
What's this? What's booty talk? Their butts talk? Like,
Not booty talk.
give me that.
What
Get the
year was this?
You know what it is, little nigga.
Are they still doing booty talk? What year was this? Damn.
This was like maybe 4 years ago, but I still had the DVDs at the time. So,
Ah.
but I just I just had them in the closet. I don't watch. I got iPads now. I don't watch the DVDs. So yeah, that's the closest I've ever come. I've never been caught, but he did find the DVDs.
Chase, what about you? Has anybody found your battery
The
operated porn?
no, because I put them in a place that is it's in my room right here. I don't. No one needs to go anywhere. They got their own special place. Nobody needs to venture nowhere. Nothing. Nobody needs to find nothing. Because I feel like in my family, we all know you open a drawer, you're opening your brain to see if
Pandora's
something is supposed
box.
to. So
If
I
it's
would
in
keep
a drawer,
my
it's not supposed
stuff.
to be. You know what I'm saying? If it's in a drawer, it's something that you're not supposed to be looking at. If it's in the drawer is closed, that means that you're not supposed to be going in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like even at my sister's house, like I don't just go up in her cabinets and her drawers and stuff. Like I know exactly, like, okay, this is the drawer for her makeup, this is the drawer for her combs, this is for the like, because when I go to my sister's house, I don't bring nothing with me except for like a couple of outfits because I can just wash them again. I'm staying in her house,
Mhm.
like it is what it is. So I don't have to worry about my hair. I can go to the hair store, get what I needed. So I know exactly what drawers she has, what she, whatever. And my sister's a married woman. Like obviously, I know she lives her life. So I'm not gonna be going up in her drawers. So, like she wouldn't come in my room, going up in my drawers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nah, there's certain things for certain places, and no, you just don't get caught doing dumb shit. Nah.
Facts.
Wait,
Right.
wait.
Read the story. Read the story in the Twitch chat. Read the
I'm going. I just
read the story.
see
Yeah.
Wage on Twitch. I can tell a brief funny story. My mom growing up is a F&P midwife. One night, I'm exploring in the closet and I pop open a case and there's a pair of boobs for practicing breast exams. I managed to masturbate to it at least 3 times. God damn. God damn. look at Chase's face. Awesome story, sir.
Awesome
God
story.
damn. I,
Holy shit.
how old were you? I don't know at what age. If I found a fake pair of boobs in the closet, I would have done the same shit. I'd have done the same shit. I'm not even gonna fake
But
because I
at
like
what
titties.
age? Let's see. Now I got 10.
10. Yep. Yep.
10.
Yep. That's the age. That's when you start discovering shit and you start noticing shit. It's
I
like,
ain't started discovering shit till
it was
I was 12.
it was hard. They were all rubbery and shit.
It gets worse
God
every
damn.
time. Every time it gets worse. Oh shit. What's up, Hunter? Hunter, what's up, family?
What's up, Hunter?
To like,
Just
Oh shit. We got another booty talk fan in the house. Oh shit. What you
I
say?
think it's funny when you're able to like when you're able to dissociate your parental, like your literal first things that of feeding to you to then now like sexual objects. Like I think it's like so weird because he's saying like 10, like only a good couple years ago you were getting fed from like breasts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's weird like how at a certain point in time you're able to then disassociate like feeders to then like sexual objects. And then when you get older, you forget that these are feeders. So when certain people who have a problem with breastfeeding in public go, this is just improper. This is just disgusting. And it's just like, bitch, you know, like, and it's mostly women who have a problem with it, which is so
Thank
stupid
you
to
for
me.
saying that.
That's because they think that their significant others are staring at the woman who is breastfeeding her child.
So like you have kids, you yourself, and you know that these is to feed, but yet you're sexualizing my breast.
Yeah.
Weird.
So to
It's
answer
just
that,
it's like
it's
funny that you can like there's a cutoff in your mind that goes once you're weaned off and years go by and you start maturing again to puberty, your brain goes like it starts getting real crazy.
to answer that, it's biology, it's genetic. Secondly, other titties are not my mama's titties. Like, no, if I did see my mom's tits when I was 3 and she breastfed me, I don't remember them shits now. So and no two tits are exactly alike, even if they get them augmented. Those are a different set of tits over there.
I
So
mean,
I like
honestly,
tits.
and being real, that they serve, you know what I'm saying, in this particular sense, they serve a dual purpose because yes, they're meant to provide sustenance to your child. However, they also provide sensation that's going to get me where I need to be when it comes to me and my man having sex. You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
catch them all.
Oh, what the hell?
God
What?
damn it. I'm sorry. Let's talk about titties.
Yeah. Yeah. But
You
yeah,
too, Tentacruel and Red Deck. Now I'm singing the Pokemon
all
song,
right,
man.
stop.
All right.
Let's get into a topic. Let's get into a
Let's
topic.
get into these topics.
All right. So let's go ahead. You go ahead and present this one because I think you found this video on TikTok. So tell us what's happening in this video that we are going to speak about now.
Which you? Who? What you? You? Me? You?
Didn't
Her?
you find it? Royal, you found the video, right?
I was no, sir. This was a video presented to me by somebody, but I mean, I can't.
But you brought it to us, right?
I mean, I did. Okay, so fine. What? Okay. Shit, I forgot what the first topic was. Okay, so flued out. So, basically, what we're talking about is just expectations versus reality. So the video was this girl. It was a girl and a guy in a situation. They were really heavy with the flirtation over the phone, and he flew her out to LA for 3 months. And so he flew her out to LA, and you know, they went out and they did stuff, and they were around the house, you know, with each other. She's sleeping naked in his bed, and you know, they got all of this energy and everything. And she decides that she doesn't want to sleep with him. So once she makes that decision to not sleep with him, he decides that he's going to take her back to the airport so she can go home. And then he canceled her return ticket that he paid for and made her pay for her own flight.
Oh,
So
yes, yes.
so I just want to know what your thoughts are on that. Like, do you think that he was in the right for doing what he did?
Can I go first? Can I go first?
No.
No.
Because I'm gonna ask the trick questions. Was it given? And I obviously we're not her, we're not him, so we don't know. But like we can only give like assumptions or whatever. Obviously, if she's sleeping in the bed naked with him and all this other stuff, she's doing a lot of willingly things that you would do with a person that you would obviously find attractive. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you're giving suggestions of like that you find them sexually attractive. Like, I in people's bed that I don't find sexually attractive. You know what I'm saying? So like,
That part.
That part.
so there's that. So I guess my thing is, was it she didn't want to have sex with him, or she was just like, I don't feel comfortable having sex right now. Or like that's like my whole thing. It's like if it was like an outright no, we're not having sex. I don't know what gave like it's like this. I don't know what gave you the idea that I want to have sex with you. Like it's weird. Like that's weird, right? But if
Right.
it was like genuine, like she was just felt comfortable with him, and then she was like, I'm not saying no, I'm just saying not right now,
Right.
then that's like a different story.
And that was my
Obviously,
question.
if this is done by like obviously like what you said, this was a duration of 3 months, like she came out
Yeah.
and chilled with him or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like maybe she just I don't know. I don't know the woman. I don't know what her reason would be because I wouldn't fly myself out to someone. Not saying that I would have to give them coochie just because I flew out, but I wouldn't fly myself out with someone and then spend 3 months with this person, being with them, getting to know them, hanging out with them, sleeping in the same bed with them, and everything. Because obviously, I do find you attractive. Obviously, I do find you sexually attractive, especially if I'm all cuddle buddled up with you in the bed. So that's not the issue or the problem. So then I'm like, what was the reason for her to say, like, no, I don't want to have sex? So is it because she just was like, oh, I just wanted to come out here and be treated and be loved on by a man, but I didn't have any intention of having sex with this person? Because at that case, you could have just did that long distance, no cap, and got the same benefits.
Right.
Or is it she said just not right now. I just don't feel comfortable right now. That's my main thing. I just want to know
That's the problem
that.
that the video doesn't really give. It
That's
doesn't give
two
you the
whole different.
context.
Yeah, that's two whole different stories. It's
Right.
literally two whole different stories. Because I
Right.
could be with a person for like weeks and be comfortable with them, and people do it. Like it's not saying I don't find you sexually attractive. I'm not saying that I don't want to have sex with you. It's just I just don't want to do it right now because I just don't feel comfortable to do so. You know, so that's all I'm saying. It just gives two different stories. Now, if it's the first one, nah, bitch, you come on now. Like let's stop being dumb. Let's stop being dumb. You know, and I'm not saying that sex has to be the end all receiver, like the give back of thank you so much for, hosting me and paying for me. And this the pussy is not that. But I'm just saying, if you're like you said, sleeping naked with the person in the bed, you're sleeping in bed with them. You're not like getting a separate bedroom. You're not giving them intuition, like any intuitions, like you don't want to be with them or whatever physically. If you're giving it all there, that you really want this person, and when the person after 3 months is like, so I'm feeling it, you feeling it, what's up? And you're like, oh no, I had no
3
intention of ever
months.
having sex with you. Bro, you sound stupid. Come on, like you were giving it. You were giving it. You feel me? Like I said, if it's the other one, then homie's kind of wrong because she's not saying no, she's just saying I just don't feel comfortable as of right now. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. Different stories.
All right.
Me,
All
me,
right. Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Sure. Go. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Time to get toxic. I ain't got my
Not.
glasses on me,
Not
but yeah, it's
the.
time to
Not
get
the
toxic. I ain't been
inside.
toxic in a minute. All right, cool. So, boom. Communication is fucking key. If we've been talking for 3 months, let's just go with that time frame. We know if you're smart individual, you should know. I'm talking to. First off, let's just cut all the bullshit. We talk to you because we want to fuck. That's not the only reason why we want to why we talk to you, but we talk to you because we ultimately want to have sex. That's why I'm spending time on. I'm putting my time and energy into you because that is a goal. It's not the only goal, but it is a goal that I wish to achieve with you because I'm investing my time and my energy into you. That's the first thing. Secondly, intimate boundaries. If you're sleeping naked, first off, my bedroom is already it's like that grading color of warnings. My threshold for my bedroom is warning number 1. My bed is your final fucking warning. You touch my bed, That's where I sleep and I fuck. You can't just come sit. I'm not gonna have people over just chilling, sitting on my bed like everything's cool. No, that's my intimate space. Don't come interrupting that. That's where and that's the rule that I set for anybody. No,
Right.
don't, you can't. No, you can't sleep in my bed. No, I got friends over. Sleep on the fucking couch. My bed ain't it. Sorry.
Right.
And then, yeah, you've flown out. Well, look, we are all. If you old enough to get a ticket and go out somewhere with somebody and talk to this person and exchange information to make sure that you get your ticket right, and you
Mhm.
coming out to see them, bitch, you know I'm trying to fuck. So I agree. If it was a not right now, cool. I get that. You have women, you have total autonomy when it comes to who you want to have sex with. Nobody's saying you owe that man anything.
Mhm.
However, the expectations were set. They were set well in advance. So don't show up if you ain't gonna show out. And he did the right thing, in my opinion. He took her. He said, "You know what? That's cool. Get in the car, get back." And he went an extra step further and made her pay for her own fucking return ticket. I love that part. Give my money back. I'm not wasting any more time on you.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah,
And this is the only place I
I
want to interject is that here's the thing about consent. You know what I'm saying? So when you're talking about enthusiastic consent, at any given time, even if you're midway, like mid stroke, and I'm like, damn, you know what, I can't do this,
Gotta
then I
stop.
can't do this. You
Gotta
gotta stop.
stop.
So
Yeah.
it could have been a situation where she was giving him the energy, and then something in their interaction may have felt off to her to where she was like, you know what, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's happening. I'm not saying that that's not a thing. Like that like I was actually gonna say that it's like she probably was with it and then seen something
That's
or
fair.
heard him say something or whatever was off. Like it just didn't settle right in her body. And
right.
that's perfectly fine. But in these cases, in any cases of anyone flying you out, whether it be you just won 3 tickets to MTV award show and blah 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 blah, whatever, right? In
Hmm.
any case that you get hired somewhere, if you get flown out from somebody loving on you in any form, you have to have your own money to make sure you're able to get your
Get
ass
your ass back
home.
at any
Yeah.
That is the point. Like, there's a if you guys follow him
Made her
on
a black
TikTok,
coffee and sent her home.
No,
the
the
guy with
way his
two,
comments are sending me, but
um,
yes.
the guy with the 2 white pit bulls. His name is Josh Butler. He
Hmm.
used to play NFL and everything. He just got paid. He just got flew out and everything to stay in a hotel to do this like football recruiting, like football play team thing. A week into it, I think they told this man, "Yeah, sorry, we're ending it. You gotta find your own way home." Now
Mm,
Hmm.
he's an NFL player, so he got some money. You know, not probably not a lot of it, but he still got some money to do what he needs to do to get home. What about those other people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who might not have had like a career job and stuff like that. You to pay for them to get here, and you're not gonna send them back home, like with some type of money. Like, so I'm saying, in any case that you're getting flown out for anything, you better have your way to get back home. Whether that bitch be by bus, train, or plane, you better find your way ass home. Like don't make it that like you're staying in someone else's place, you're on their time and on their dime.
Hmm.
Always make it a thing and say, like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable here.
thanks for the
Like,
follow, C Wage. We
like
appreciate you.
like you said, comes into it, and then like within the week she felt uncomfortable. But she's like, damn, I don't have no money. I can't go to a hotel. Bitch, you better have enough money for like at least 3 days in a hotel and a flight back home or something. Like, you better get it together. Like
And that's what
It's
I'm
something.
saying.
giving irresponsibility.
Irresponsible as shit. You understand me? Because at this point in time, once you are a grown ass adult, you know what it is to be able to take care of yourself. Now, if you get flown out in any type of situation, like Chase said, you need to have money to take care of yourself because at any given time, the person who flew you out could be sick of your shit. They may, switch it up on you and now you're gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you in my space anymore, then you need to get the fuck up out of here. Okay, well, cool. I'm gonna take myself to this hotel down the street and then fly the fuck home. That's what it's supposed to be. There should never be a situation where you're stranded anywhere ever at all. Just saying.
And if you don't
We
know if it's a good thing or not, this is what you do, baby. You buy your back ticket. When they say they're gonna fly you out, cool. It's paid for. Cool. You can always catch a flight because it's paid for already. Buy your back home ticket. If you're like, okay, it's going good. Hey, I want to reschedule my flight to some. You
Mhm.
can hold on to your flight, and if you want to cancel your flight, you can cancel it. And guess what? You keep the credit on the same airline. So that way, when you go to book your flight, guess what? That credit is right there. Book your flight. Take your behind home. It's okay. Get a card that has air miles on it. So even if you broke, guess what? That card got some air miles on it. Boom, you
Something.
got your way home. You know what I'm
Something.
saying? Like, don't be dumb with getting flown out.
But
It's cute, but don't be dumb about it. That's
right.
all.
And Teffy, you have a point too. I don't go to dinner without having enough money to pay for my own food.
For
And that's fact.
myself.
I'm not gonna if here's the thing, I'm not gonna put myself in any type of situation where I don't have something to take care of myself unless I'm 100% secure in the situation. And the only time I'm 100% secure in the situation is if I'm going somewhere with my family or if I'm going somewhere with a friend that I consider family. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that where I know that I'm gonna be good regardless of the situation. I'm not gonna, especially not with no dude. I don't care if we've been talking for 3 months. Nigga, I don't know you. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make sure that I'm good regardless.
So
Point
what
blank
I
period.
what I see, what I've noticed a lot of times in these situations, these are younger women who may not be fully established financially, mentally. They're just not ready for these types of things, and they honestly think, "Oh, he's gonna fly me out. I'm gonna go have fun out here and do what I got to do," not realizing that you're signing a non-verbal contract at this point with some individuals.
Mhm.
Not saying again because I don't want nobody coming after me. Not saying you owe this nigga anything, but
Mhm.
there is an underlying agreement there that, hey, I'm going to spend my time with you. I'm investing my time and my money into you. So you don't have to, but hell, damn, it's implied. You know why you're here.
Right.
You know exactly why you're here. So the notion that I can just go out and I can be friends with somebody that's flying me out over to the country. He's spending multiple hundreds of dollars to fly you over. He's not just doing it for a handshake and a hug. Like, be real. Like, and I need a lot of women to start telling their younger counterparts the same thing. Girl,
Mhm.
don't go if you don't play. If you don't have any intention of being with that man, don't spend your fucking time with him.
Mhm.
Don't go
And
waste
being
your
with
time.
them, not even just sexually, like just being with them. Like, I feel like any person who is traveling to spend time with a person and you're not even in the relationship yet, that's dumb to me. Like,
Hmm.
Mhm.
because this is a bitch. We ain't going to Starbucks. This ain't Panera Bread. This is American Airlines here, okay? This is totally different, okay? I'm
Hmm.
not going to get on a plane or get on a train, a car drive, or whatever. Now, 3 hour car ride, 4 hour, whatever. That's on your expense. That's on your dime. That's cool. Little $60, $80.
Hmm.
Now 100 something for gas. Do what you want to do. But when we're
Mhm.
talking about
Thank you.
distance, I'm not getting flown out to go hang out and chill with a person to see how it feels. No, this should have been discussed, talked about, communicated, and everything. And we should have been like, we're virtually boyfriend and girlfriend now until we physically get together and then we make it a real thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
don't go there to try to see what it's about. Baby,
Hmm.
no. If I'm not
Yeah.
gonna waste my time on Starbucks, you think I'm gonna waste my time on JetBlue? You like, that's dumb to me. That's really dumb that y'all be out here doing things like that. Like, I get it. Like, I've had a long distance relationship. Like,
Hmm.
it seems like this happened, but that's after the relationship has already been stated. It's already been confirmed. We're already in this together. Whether we've been physical with each other or not at this point, we're here. We've understood that we're in a relationship going to make this work. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's something that's already discussed. You know, even if you meet up if you both meet up, and then also not one person has to fly to one person. Meet up in the middle.
That's
Make
fair.
it keep on your toes. Okay, don't always go the distance. Meet up in the middle. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. If they live
So
down south and you live up north, go to Virginia.
I agree. I
Wait
agree.
a minute.
Uh,
Like, yeah.
100%.
checking out some of the comments, Lillian. Unspoken agreements aren't agreements, and I agree they're not agreements, but there is some expectations there. It's not even a verbal contract. Tuffy Wonder, we had this conversation at HNIC. Hot Girl Summer is not for the faint of heart. No, you don't owe men anything, but be prepared for all outcomes. I agree.
Agreed.
Genocide Circus, it's all about Dennis Reynolds' voice, the implications. For if you watch Sunny in Philadelphia.
I was gonna
Um,
say I don't get the
Lenny,
reference.
yeah, I do. But Lenny Desu, or bare minimum, state your boundaries and intentions before you agree to go anywhere. And that I
That
totally
part.
agree with.
That part.
Um,
Completely agree.
because and that's part of setting the expectations and communicating. Like, I speak like that, and you're right. I can't speak for everybody. Me personally, I'm setting my expectations. You know what the fuck I want. You know why the fuck you're here. You know not to touch my fucking bed unless you're about to bend over and bust that shit open. Period. But that's expectations that are set up before you even find out what the fuck my address is, shorty.
Right.
So I am asking for the women to hold their younger counterparts accountable, and I will, and I'm asking myself and the other men to hold our younger counterparts accountable and say, hey, set your proper fucking expectations. Wink, wink. Set them
Well,
shits up.
Give me that.
I'll say the bedroom thing. I'll say the bedroom thing is depending on your situation. If you have a whole house to yourself, then yeah, the whole bedroom thing makes sense. The living room is your safekeeping, even though the couch really be slapping though. But the living room is your safekeeping. If I
Mhm.
have not asked you to my bedroom, if I have not gave hints to my bedroom, if I have not said let's just go lay down on my bedroom, then that's like, then I'm not trying to do that with you. Like obviously, to be in a more like kept quiet place or whatever. But if you have a different arrangement of living situation, whether you're in a dorm, shared household, shared apartment, or whatever may have you, if your private space is your bedroom, then your private space is your
Yeah,
bedroom. Like unless you got like a futon in there or some shit, then like whatever. But
it's your
but
space. It's your space.
Yeah,
your
I
space
don't know if you
is
guys watch Big Jaw.
huh?
I was gonna say I don't know if you guys watch Big
Yes,
Jaw, right? So he had this skit where it was called Booty Call Hours or something like that, where he has this girl best friend. You know what I'm saying? And she showed up to his house.
Oh
It
yes,
was
yes, 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 yes.
yeah,
Yes, I
after a
remember.
certain time, and he was like, "Yeah, we just chopped it up earlier today." You know what I'm saying? But now we at Booty Call Hours. So once you
it's 10
cross this
o'clock. What you doing
threshold,
here?
that's what I'm
From
saying.
9 to 9.
Once you cross this threshold, then the expectation is that you giving me some
Cheeks.
cheeks. That's pretty much it. And I think
No,
honestly, and C Wage and Twitch said it too. His entire dating history is about is learning to set expectations. I think that honestly that's what it is. Like once you any type of conversation that you have with somebody, I don't understand why people are scared to open their fucking mouths. You
Because
know what I'm
people are
saying?
scared of rejection. They're scared of
and
rejection. They're
if
scared of.
I get that.
you're
But once
only
you
gonna take your
actually
lips
once you
and go like this, then you're able to take your lips and go like that. That's
That's
all
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
That's all I'm saying. But here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the point where you coming over my house or you flying me out or we spending any type of time together, that means that we have had multiple conversations. You know what I'm
That
saying?
means we've already had sex.
We
Fuck
No,
that. I'm not flying you out for shit.
Exactly.
If I ain't fucking, you're not coming. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Nah, if we ain't fuck over, I'm not spending no 100,000, not 100,000, but hundreds of dollars
What to say? You
flying
flying
you
a
over
first class?
over the country.
You
I
put on a
ain't
you
I ain't
fly-
rich.
you
No,
gotta
but I'm
take
saying I misspoke. But I'm not flying nobody out.
you got business class, business class, first
Listen,
class.
Put your ass in coach.
what type of
No,
miles you
but
got?
what I
'Cause
was
I need
gonna
to
say,
make a trip.
about Royal, what I was gonna say about your thing is my favorite part in that thing was like she was like, but I've literally stayed over here. He's like, but that doesn't count. You were already here before booty call hours and then stayed the night. So that didn't matter
Right.
because you were here in pretense. If you come in here after the booty call, I was like, he had a
You
whole
had a
entire
whole
schedule
thing.
set up, which is like, which is fine, but also in that index, were you really her friend this whole entire time? If that's where you think of her, that's all I'm saying. In that context, were you really her friend that entire time? If you think of it in that context, because in my head, if you've been my friend and we've only been friends and we've only give each other friend energy this entire time, right?
Mm.
Then I don't even fall. I shouldn't even fall in your head as a possible booty partner because booty partner
Booty
as a sexual
Booty
partner.
partner.
Okay,
booty
Hashtag
partner.
booty partner.
booty
Hub
partner.
Deucer,
I'm
put
not
it
your
on the screen.
Producer, there's something wrong with our sound. Lillian is saying that there's something wrong with the sound. I don't
Like,
know.
can she hear us? There's something wrong with the sound?
She's just saying that we're muffled. She said her first she said your
She
microphone went
said
out, then she said
all of
everybody's
us are
muffled,
muffled.
and now we're all fucked. That's what she said.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's just because I haven't heard it from anybody else. So I don't know.
Guys, tell us in the chat if we're
Maybe.
muffled, if we're
Yeah,
coming in
yeah,
bad.
if
Please
it's
let
just
us know.
yeah,
Build it while we fly it.
yeah. Right.
I think this is one of those things where we have to all like we have to just talk one at a time so that way there's not an overpowering. Because if there's two people using a phone right now and one person using a computer and then it's just trying to connect at the same
Yeah, it's
time,
true.
my
It's true.
phone's messed up. But I was just gonna say, because I think I brought up this to you guys beforehand, where if I'm truly your friend and this is what our friendship is, then this is what our friendship is. My mind and your mind should never have put us together sexually if we're like just friends. So that's what I'm saying as when he said, "Oh, well, that's because you haven't entered my house after booty call hours." Then, if you enter it, then that's the only reason you're entering it is because you're gonna get fucked. And it's just kind of like I shouldn't even fall into those categories whatsoever because I am your friend. You shouldn't have even thought about me in that way.
Let me tell you what one of my best friends said to me. Okay, so
The
this
one
is
you married?
no, not that one. Is a different friend, somebody I've known since like middle school. Okay. So it was one point in time where we were just, talking and somebody had said something about us having sex. And I was like, I don't know why they would think something like that. We've been friends forever. And his exact words were Patrice Royal, whatever. Y'all know my name, Patrice. If you have he said you have a pussy, I have a dick. At any point in time it can happen. And I'm just like, kind of blew my
And you're
mind
my
because
best
I'm sitting up
friend.
here like, yo, you've been my friend since middle school. And I never thought that this was, the type of interaction or type of the way that you thought about me. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking that it's just me and my friend and we giving off friend energy and we hang out every night. Apparently it was more than that. And sometimes honestly we just don't be knowing.
So here's my take on it for me personally. I've been in those unrequited love situations or desiring somebody I'm friends with. And I've even been the person who's waiting in the wings, who's like waiting for my opportunity. I've been those guys before. And it comes with the level of maturity to realize, okay, that's not going to happen. However, if she walks her ass over here and she makes a move, I'm not going to turn it down. So there's a balance there. It's not a, oh, I'm just waiting. Like there are dudes who do that shit. There are dudes who sit there and wait and I'm gonna be your friend because I'm trying to fuck. And
It honestly makes you feel like they've been plotting on you for years. That's what it
yes,
makes you feel like.
and that's usually what the case is. And
I
if they
think
but they
there's a difference between that, like what you're saying, Trey. I think there's a difference between like, okay, well, if she comes over, who might say no to pussy? Somebody give me free pussy. Who might say no? I think there's a difference
I'm a
between
cookie
that.
monster.
I think there's a difference between
Okay.
that and ending up finding that you have feelings for your friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you just been around them for a certain amount of
Hmm.
time and
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 that
then
can
you're
happen
like,
too.
what?
But that's on the person who's found those feelings to either
Yeah.
express them or put them feelings aside.
Right.
Like like we always preach here, communication is fucking key. So
Yeah.
you gotta be a big boy or a big girl, put on your pants and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. How would you like to carry this going forward? And if it's not requited, if it's not reciprocal, then cool. Are you cool? Do you understand that I felt this way? Can we still be friends after this? No, I'm not gonna make any moves. But if you cross this line, this is how I'm feeling. This is
I
where I
can't even
am.
imagine trying to be friends still with a person after that to like know
Mm.
that because then it's like now I feel guarded, like I can't talk to you like I used to. Not saying that like I just like if I'm having heartbreak problems or
Hmm.
something, like I can't talk to you because I know what your feelings are for me, and therefore you're gonna be like, okay, but you could be with me, and it's
You
just like
can't give an unbiased
See, and
opinion.
that's what you got to watch for. That's what you get because
that's
that means he's showing his hand.
that's what I'm saying, but that hurts because it's like
Yeah.
I'm glad that you told me the truth, but
Hmm.
now I feel guarded with you because I can't be as open as I used to be with you, even though I still love you, I still care
Hmm.
about you, I still want you in my life, but now I have limits with you. And that's the thing that can suck is like finding out now I have to change my whole atmosphere with you because I can't talk to you about the same things like I used to. Like I can't play fight with you no more. Like, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this is like some like, like sibling tussling or da 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 and then it just makes you overthink. Like now
But
you are the person who received the feelings, you're the overthinker,
opportunity.
you know?
But that's why the first thing I said is it's on that individual to come to you. And if he doesn't have any bad intentions, if he's not waiting in the wings, then he'll be mature enough to say, hey, this is how I feel. How do you want,
Mhm.
and I said that, how do you want to proceed? Are you okay with still being cool? That level of
Yeah.
communication, if it's really a friendship, they should be able to have that level of communication. They should be able to have that openness with you. But a dude
Mm.
who's like, yeah, I'm still trying to, he's not gonna ever say that shit. He gonna keep, well, you could be with me. I mean, if you stop fucking with them buck niggas, you wouldn't have to hit. He say that shit every chance he gets. And that's one of the tales that you can tell that's not a real friend. He's a dude who's trying to fuck. So but this is game for all of you. You got to be able to watch the people that are around you and see how they act, how they react, how they're going to react when you go through breakups, when you go through heartbreaks. Are they there when you sitting on the couch together, shoulder to shoulder, he putting his arms over you and trying to rub you down and make you feel better in your vulnerable moment? Is he taking advantage? And same thing for women, because y'all do the shit too. Now, we are more inclined to take advantage of that. However, I digress. But that's where you just gotta play that by ear. You gotta play it by ear and see and evaluate the people that are around you and really ask those questions. But back to what you were originally saying, as far as if the booty call hours, that's setting up your boundaries. That's establishing what you will and you won't accept. That's establishing what is okay and what is not. And if that person is not mature enough to have those conversations with the people that they're friends, they might not be somebody you should be around. But that's just my opinion.
Facts. Okay.
All right. So, flued out expectations versus reality. I think we've covered that. Oh yeah, there's another royal recipe of a topic.
No. This was not mine.
Who's this one?
This one's from Chase.
Oh, it was a Chase? Okay.
Dating site and trying to find my husband or whatever, because your girl is still single out here 9 years later. Oh, I can't do this. This basura is trash. Anyway, but I will say that in the hopes of finding a person, I be swiping. Just before we got on this this production here, I was over here swiping, getting my swipe on. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but
cute. Why you got kids?
Playing my Uno cards as fairly as I could.
Minutes out there. Shut up.
She said it.
But here's the thing. So there was a guy that I matched with. He wasn't my type, but he was cute enough, and I was like, let's see how this goes, right? And he hits me up. He's like, "What's up, princess? Did you read my bio? Because I'm a dom." So I'm thinking, oh, this dude thinks he's so tough because you have to announce that you're a dom, right? So I read his bio, and it literally says, "I want a slave. I want someone who I can control. I want a person that I buy clothes for, that I want to see you wear. You do not have to work if you do not want to work. I run a very successful business. I want to control the way you eat, your water intake, and all these things. I want to be able to have sex in the dressing rooms, and I want to be able to fuck you on your lunch break if you so far like you want to, if you want to work and everything like that. And you have to be able to fully submit to me and complete all my desires and all those things." So, as a petty bitch, aka a brat that I am, I replied with, "Oh, so I guess a brat don't count." Okay. Because he said he wanted a slave, and we all know a slave is a form of a submissive person.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, "No, I do not find brats attractive. Only submissive men find brats attractive." And I was like, "Whoa, Jamal, calm down. Don't pull out the 9." Okay. So I then replied back, "Interesting. Can you tell me why you think this way?" And of course, like the bitch ass he didn't reply. All right. So that right there just put it in my mindset. You are a fake person representing the BDSM lifestyle in complete wrong way. First of all, nobody is going to put in their bio, "I'm a this at the BDSM world," and da da da. No, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to go to the places that they know, the clubs, the events, the actual conversations, the online like forums that they have. They're going to go into places that they have open, safe places that they can go to talk to people to find their prospective partners. Everybody who's in the community know that these places exist to find these prospective partners. They're not going to go on Bumble or Plenty of Fish or any of these places to find these people or whatever, because they know that the likelihood of finding someone who's actually in the community for real in the community, not just for play, is low. So you're going to go to the places that you know you're supposed to be going.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you announcing what you want and what you want to do with her. I know that you out here faking it for the funk because that's part of your contract, correct? Why are you displaying what you want in your contract out loud? That's dumb. All right. And then for the fear fact that you said that you only submissive men find brats attractive is dumb as hell. Let me tell you why. Okay. Brattiness. That means I defy. I push back. I don't want to be pushed down. I don't want to submit to you. You have to make me submit to you. How am I going to find that in a submissive man? If that means he's going to give in to every time that I push back. Drink your water. No. Okay. That's not why we're here. Make me drink water. Make me eat the food. Make me go to bed. Whatever the case may be. Tell me to sit down. And I'm like, I'm sad. To do all these things. But no. Some way, somehow, in his mind, submissive men only find brats attractive, which is beyond stupid. So as people were in their respective roles in the BDSM world, and and how much plight that you actually have into it, I wanted to bring it here, and because I know a lot of our listeners and slash watchers are part of it, dabble in it, like to have interest in it. I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the submissive men, and also what are your thoughts on people looking for their prospective BDSM partners on online dating?
Okay, so I'm going to start with this part, right? So
Yeah.
my first thing is that the fact that he said that submissive men are only attracted to brats is completely 100% false, because for one, that's not what we're looking for in a partner. You understand? What I don't want is somebody that's going to let me walk all over him. I don't want that. Do you understand?
Hello?
Because my role, even though I'm a brat, I am still submissive. So my role is the submissive role. I want to be submissive. However, you about to earn that shit. Do you understand me? I'm not going to give it up willingly. You have to make me be submissive. Give me something to submit to. If you're not capable of doing that, then you are not the man for me. No submissive man fits that bill. I'm sorry. You cannot prove that shit to me. Point blank, period. Cannot at all. The second thing is, as far as looking for your BDSM lifestyle partner online, I don't have a problem with that, because there are actually sites that are dedicated to that. You know what I'm saying? What I have a problem with, like you said, Chase, is putting out all of your, what you're looking for in your contract up front. Because the fact of the matter is that you're supposed to have a conversation first. You don't know what this person is into. You don't know if you guys share the same interests. You don't know anything about you don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to eventually lead into those types of conversations. You don't jump out the gate with it, which is why when you told me about it, I already knew that dude was fake. He was a fake dom, point blank, period. Because no real dom is going to jump out the gate like that. So again, I don't have an issue with people finding their lifestyle partners online, because there are sites dedicated for it. There are resources where people can, meet up with other people, like-minded people who are interested in the same things. That's all well and good. You know what I'm saying? But don't it just seems like he's forcing his mindset upon people, if that makes any sense.
Homeboy he read a couple of forums online. He probably watched 50 Shades. I mean, it's all there. Like, that's more than likely what it is. And I'm gonna start my statements off by this. I am a baby dom in the beginning of my exploration of this whole thing. I've been like Seaway said, I've pretty much been a fairly meat and potatoes guy majority of my adulthood. But there are aspects of it that I enjoy and I participate in. So as a dominant individual in general, I don't want you to. I don't want an easy sub. I want you to fight back. And Haunter said it. He beat me to it. He said, I love brats more More, I love brats. More attitude means more fucking
And
punishment.
bring that shit. Do you understand me? Bring the
Like,
punishment.
oh,
Me.
do you
That is
understand?
my
Oh, you
role. That's my role. Bring the punishment.
please. So, but I will say this, just to hedge bets. There are different aspects to every relationship, and whatever works for that individual works for that individual. So
Right.
there may be some brats who want a fake dom that they basically are. I mean, there are cuckolds out there. There are literal people who will go out and cheat and then come back and tell their dude, and that turns him on. And then there's an aspect of punishment in that they go through in their own personal role playing of it. Well, not role
Right.
play, their own intimate setting. So we can't. I don't think anybody should be saying no. This person can't like this. But now that we're getting into that whole territory of telling people what the fuck they can and can't do, let people
And
live
that's
their
the thing.
lives.
There are different levels of kink, and everything is not for everybody.
There
The only
you go.
thing that I really cannot stand as a brat is for somebody who is not a brat to downplay our role in the community. Do you understand? That's what I hate. You don't have to make disparaging remarks about somebody else's submissive style because it's not something that you're used to, or it's not something that you do, because there are different styles of submissives. There are littles, there are pets, there are, you know what I'm saying, people who are straight up slave servants, that those type of things, and that's fine. That's not something that you know what I'm saying, that's not something that I relate to, but that is somebody else's kink lifestyle, and that's 100% okay. I do not like when people say that brats are not submissive, that you can't be a submissive as a brat, that it's not, you know what I'm saying, that we are too troublesome or whatever the case may be, because there's a TikToker that I follow, and she made remarks about how you couldn't be a brat and have a primal dom. You don't know that. You don't know that a primal dom would not enjoy having a brat as a submissive, because guess what? We damn sure gonna make you find us. You gonna hunt for our asses, and you gonna enjoy
And that's
every
what I
minute
didn't know.
of it.
And that's what I guess my thing was like a little confusing with the statement was i- if if brats are like the most tedious, like the most taskful people that you have to kind of like make become submissive in some form, that's what I would think a primal dom would be looking for. It's like, I'm going to find you, I'm going to take over, I'm going to, like, you know, and in dominating states. And like we said, you cannot, just because you're a rigger doesn't mean you're always going to be with a roper. A rigger doesn't mean you're always going to have a rope bunny. Just
Right.
because you're a sub doesn't mean you're always going to have specifically a dom. Just because you're primal doesn't mean you're always going to have a prey. Just because these two go together doesn't mean they're always going to go together. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't say this person can't be with this person because that's just not how it goes. And it's like, no, like we said before, like I would rather a hard dom, but I could have a soft dom and have no problem with it. I could have a primal and have no problem with it. I could have a rigger and have no problem with it. It doesn't matter. It's just the mere point is that whoever I have in companionship and what makes me feel comfortable is what makes me feel comfortable. At the end of the day, as long as it's someone with some form of authority for me, as long as it's somebody who has, even if it's a person who's just vanilla, but you have a very dominating personality, that's enough for me, because you already present yourself with dominance. You already show me that you don't play, but that doesn't mean that you're in the BDSM world. And I know that it's getting a lot of talk and a lot of conversation is happening on TikTok with it, and everybody's doing these damn tests and all this other stuff. But like, just because you're an aggressive person and you like you know, shutting people down, whatever, doesn't mean that you're a dom. And just because you like helping people out and making sure you get people's food doesn't mean that you're a sub either. You know what I'm saying? You could be submissive and you could be dominant without being something. You know what I'm saying? You could just naturally be you, and that's it. Now, that's something that you want to further look into, because you're like, oh, I didn't realize how I found this to be a sexually attractive thing. Like, then that's like a whole different thing. But when it comes to things like this, who are you to tell this person can't be with this type of person just because they don't match in your eyes? And also, who are you to say only these type of people find these type of people attractive because the real ones wouldn't even bother? Like, you sound fucking stupid. Like,
Dumb as hell. You sound dumb
because
as hell.
Shan Booty, she had an interview with she was a popular Instagrammer person. I think her name was like Jess or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about how she was a submissive woman and how what she believes what a submissive woman is. And a lot of people who are submissives in different forms were like, I don't know what the fuck this bitch talking about because my happiness isn't because they're happy. The fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that was different submissives and different women of different kinds coming and saying, like, I get being submissive, but you're like literally feeding a child. Like, relax. Like, there's two different things. So, like I said, you can't tell who to be with and, all those things.
Facts.
I'm that shit's
Real quick, reading this, going through some of the comments, we had some roll in. Let's see. Teffy Wonder says the best part about being bratty is punking fake doms. I would pay money to watch her do that shit. That would be hilarious. Just as Circus, you say bring punishment till I tell you to go out back and in the woods to pick out a switch. Go sit down, sir. Go sit down.
First of all, we said punishments. We didn't say we bringing up childhood trauma. Okay, we're not doing that. Not doing that.
Let me finish. Teffy Wonder, not being attracted to brats is fine, but don't put other folks down because it could be you. Facts. And Judicial Circus says, you ain't a dom, son. You just a shook. Oh shit. Dom, son, you just a shook one. And C Wade's been going off on Twitch. Let's see what he's saying. Let's see, because. Have you guys checked out vor porn? I don't know what that is.
What is that?
I'm scared to look it up.
Please come to the Discord and share, please.
Yes, that link that I dropped on Twitch, that's our Discord. Make sure you check that out. Because the weird thing
already.
Because that's a weird thing that exists. I dated a girl who kept telling me to hurt her and that I could hurt her, but like I didn't want to. So we just stopped. We're still friends. True. What's the matter with TikTok? And then he got a question for Chase. Chase, what do you want to be? Never be a child.
I don't know.
I think it was as far as your designations in the space.
Oh, I'm a brat, 100%. They can tell you without caution, I am definitely a brat and I live in it. And this is my thing. I didn't realize what I was. I didn't realize what BDSM was. I didn't realize what submissive dominance was. I didn't know any of it. I just known since I was young, and I mean child, 9, 10 years old, that for whatever reason, I loved a dominant male. Mm-hmm. Don't know why. Just loved an overtly dominant male. Was my father that? No. he was just my daddy, a pretty easygoing guy, whatever, till God called him home. But the thing is, it's just I had dreams of I don't know why 8 years old I was having dreams like this. I was having dreams of
your 8-year-old dream? Hold up.
I was having dreams of a dude putting me against the wall and be like, sit down. I was like, I'm sad. At 8, that's weird. But this is the thing. That's what I liked. I've always been like this since I was a kid. And some people known this, whatever. But that's who I've been. I didn't realize until I got into I would say my first relationship, I really like this. This is something that gives me something, and me and him both figured this out along the way. Oh, you like being submissive? I like being dominant. All right, cool. And like I said, it wasn't until I got to my second relationship, and I was trying to make him more dominant. And I was like, be a little more aggressive with me. Tell me what to do. Check me. Da da da. And I'm sitting here thinking I'm trying to make him like my ex. No, babe, you're trying to make him into a dominant person because you like dominancy. It wasn't until I was 26, 27 when I really started hearing these words and being let me look into this more. And then especially in these past couple of years, I've really been I found my people. This is fucking bananas. I just never had a name and a place to put towards it because I've always been, let me get this for you. Let me do this for you. I have no problem servicing my man with no issue. That's my main thing to do. But at the same time, don't fucking disrespect me because I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you every time. I'm gonna check you every time.
You know what though? It's crazy because it's always and I'll say this for me particularly because I don't know if other brats identify with this, but it's always the ones who are in charge in their lives in some type of way. You know what I mean? If I am, because for me, I'm a manager. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always in control. I'm always taking care of stuff, and I'm a mom, so I'm always in charge here. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that my current partner, the partner that I married, he was the one who introduced me into dom sub relationships.
The guy who was in the friend zone, who wasn't really in the friend zone.
What? Shut up.
This is the thing about their relationship. I don't
I
think
love
they
y'all. I gotta fuck with you.
if story goes correct, there was never friend zone. It was just wrong time, wrong place.
It was completely wrong time, wrong place. I think it started wrong time, wrong place, and then we were best friends. And you know what I'm saying? It was just like we were doing that friendship thing. We was not.
It genuinely was wrong time, wrong place. Like I don't think there was any part in their story. Obviously, I wasn't there, but in their story, from both sides, it just seemed like it was wrong time, wrong place until that right time, right place came along.
Right.
Because they could say they were best friends. Oh, you're just my friend and blah, blah, blah. But they knew. So that's what my thing is. Like, you know. That's all it is. You just knew it just wasn't the time to do so. And that thing, but like, yes, if you
honestly, the decision to be friends, it was my decision. It was my decision to be friends because it was too much of that wrong place, wrong time energy. And I was like, I need to take a step back for me. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was pretty much what it was. Yeah. Long story short, that's where I'm at. This is where I'm at.
Interested in knowing, am I a dom, am I a sub, am I a bunny, am I kitten, am I this, am I that? Like, if you're anything, will I say the first step is to take the BDSM test? Yeah, sure. Do that. Find out, like, whatever. I don't think that the questions are at all as explorative and as open as they possibly can be. They're very
dipping
precise.
Your pinky toe in.
Very weird. So whatever you get, but don't go, oh, I'm a switch. Like, no, shut up. Like, and
No,
you just
you don't know.
a lot of dom questions, and you picked a lot of dom questions at the same time. Like, that, it doesn't mean anything. I would say, like I said, do your work. Like, nobody wants to be in school, but this is the time for you to do your work. Look into it. See what. Look, do your research. Do your scholarly research. Whatever you have to do. If you find like a club or whatever, go with a friend that you trust. Go there, talk to people. I swear to you, no one is gatekeeping in this community. No one's gatekeeping. Like, just literally go to a club, go to a show, go on a forum, go on a Reddit forum or something. Talk to people. This is how you get to know yourself a lot more and know exactly what you're looking for. Because if you don't, then you're never going to be satisfied. And you're going to be one of these people that's walking around here separated from their partner because they didn't get what they wanted out of the marriage because they didn't know who they were going into it.
Not okay. That's my problem. Tef, it's not a problem. Teffy is not a problem.
So now, Teffy, you got to join the Discord. Hubdooser, if you can, drop the Discord. This is the second Discord you joined today, goddammit. But we need you in this aftercare. Hubdooser, drop the link for the people on YouTube if you haven't joined in. We always do an aftercare where we talk freely with you guys openly. We try to have good conversations. It always gets sidetracked for some reason, but
not necessarily.
I want everybody to take that test if you haven't taken it already. Just dip your toe in, see what you like, see what you don't like. At least get an idea. This is not the end all be all test, but at least this way you have an idea of what direction you like to go. And you can have deeper conversations on it. So we can talk about that in our aftercare.
Exactly, because we've all taken the test last year and then took the test again within this year, and our answers have changed.
They've all changed.
Yes.
They've all changed. So it's good to take it, retake it, and it's best to take it when you're not sexually active in your mind and you're not craving. You're not craving to do something. Like, so if you have a partner
of your relationship brain.
Exactly. That's why I told Royal, and that's why her answers are different this time. So when you take the test, even if you're in a relationship, think about you. What makes you go? What makes you feel good? What does it for you? If you're single, do the same thing, but don't put it in the mindset of, oh, well, when I'm in the bed with my partner, that's stupid, because it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. On yourself and everything. If you're single and you don't have nobody, but you're being like horny, don't take the test. Take the test when you're not horny, so that way you're not having all these fantasies in your head when you're answering these questions.
She says, my problem with men. Like, oh, okay. All right. who you are, violet as hell. Are you talking about me and my background colors? Is that what it is? C-Wage on Twitch.
Mm.
Look, I could be whatever the fuck color I want, goddamn.
It's okay. You can go back because we know that's your favorite color. It's all right. It's
I like
okay.
purple. It is what it is. Purples, violets, that's my color. Colors of royalty. All right, so last topic of the night. I think this one was mine. Wait, sorry, what?
It is 9:56.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, we just
Yeah.
gonna wrap up? All right, cool. Well, shit, let's do it. We can do it. We can save it for another time.
I'm
I
about to
really, I was looking at my topic. I was like, shit, what the fuck? What did I say I wanted to talk about? Fuck. So that works for me. So everybody, did he drop the link? He didn't drop the link.
I don't
I can't
think
drop
so.
the link.
Producer, can you drop the link?
Okay.
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 It's
Okay.
Kinkazoid, the name of the show on Discord. Look us up.
Yep.
But yeah, we can definitely do that and get into deeper conversations over there. So thank you guys for joining us here. Anything else you guys want to say?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, yeah, ladies, if you will, tell everybody where they can find you.
You guys can find me on TikTok, Twitter, and IG at Royal_KP on TikTok and ROY4LR4YNE everywhere else.
You guys can follow me on Instagram. I just dropped some pictures and stuff on my story, so check them out. At Candy Taste Sweet because it's true. And that's not part of the name. It's just Candy Taste Sweet. That's the Instagram name is Candy Taste Sweet. And you can follow me on TikTok at Chase Inc. CHAYESINC. Yeah.
She was showing off on vacation, y'all. I just want to let y'all know. She was showing off.
Had the thigh meat out, all the thigh meat out.
All of
all the time. Listen, if the sun's out, Tiggle Bitties is out. Okay, you heard me. So
that's why you got the sunburn now.
That's why I did. That's why she.
You did. And I love it. I look like a golden nugget. Okay, so make sure you guys go look at the pictures, give a like, I just posted a recap of my whole
like bearded grimace, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah. I just gave my whole entire recap of Putakana on my TikTok.
Yes,
Fuck you.
Good night, y'all. Please
can I tell them where to find me? Damn. Can I?
Oh, my bad. Shit. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Damn. It's your boy Trey Proper. You can find me on Blurs and Whiskeys on Sundays, right here at Kinkazoids on Sundays, and Snack and Flick on Mondays, and of course TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Don't look at my Twitter likes unless you're into some kinky shit.
Don't look at Twitter likes. Don't look at his likes
because I don't give a fuck what I like. I like it all. I'm going for it. I don't care. So yeah, but come on to the aftercare and check us out. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Nope.
We'll holler at you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.